Alright, it's been a long time since I've actually gotten any video on the Integra out. Looks a little different. Still gotta try to get the trunk on. I have the trunk, just not the Lexan. I've just literally been using it as a junk box and a toolbox. Which is pretty sad because I love this car. But I got a lot of the stuff trimmed out in here. Took the dash out, put a roof plug on it, put the quarters Lexan, windows are Lexan, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. I'm gonna paint this hood next. I know it's a little beat up, but I mean it'll do. I painted this car, well, before I painted the car I had plans for this thing to make it a really clean daily driver. You know, had the car painted and everything, you know, nice champion white. Had the paint mixed by it was a PPG product, which is original to the Type R color, I guess you would say, champion white or championship white. And then I got a couple boo-boos on the paint. I got a little jacked up here. That's when I decided to cut the car up to bits and make it lightweight. It's a nitrous car. Last I had it was 175 shot of nitrous on stock B20 with just springs and retainers. And then I got a little bit too aggressive on the timing and I lifted the head, which is okay, it's not a big deal. It was stock factory rod bolts, stock factory head bolts, torque to yield, you know. We could take a peek in here what the engine looks like. Nothing special, like I said, just a V20. Got 403 cams in it. On the 85 and 175 shot of nitrous on a single fogger. So like I said, nothing super special. Just trying to see how far I could push this thing. So I put a new head gasket on. I also broke the transmission on the launch. Was getting super good 60 foots off of it. I mean, I never got it measured, but you know, on the street, and it was ridiculous the 60 foots this thing was getting. Cut out launch of Focus RS, no problem, and I think that's because just how light it is, and I could literally do limiter and then load the clutch and off we go. I mean, this thing just yanked. I never really got anything on video, so it kind of makes it hard to talk about it because, you know, anybody could say this or that and the other. But I mean, as you can see, this car has a lot of VHT and sticky stuff and rubber all over it, so you know, those things are there for a reason. It's not just doing burnouts. But we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it up. I'm gonna put a side exit on it. I'm gonna modify RFM big tube header, and I'm gonna cut the bottom of the flange, clock it, make it come right out of that bumper right there. So when I hit the button, it's gonna hopefully light the candle. Might go on methanol, not sure. It's kind of a waste of, you know, fuel system and all that to, you know, stock motor, stock compression on methanol just with nitrous. But it'll give me that extra 20 horse I'm looking for. A little bit of extra timing, a little bit more cooling, and the nitrous really likes the methanol. It takes up a lot more area, like volume in the cylinder, just because it's more vapor and whatnot, and it's just better, more efficient combustion versus E85. Plus E85 is kind of all over the place. Locally it's not exactly 85% ethanol, so it kind of makes getting AFRs kind of on point and always having to adjust, and it's not that great. So I think I'm gonna make the switch. But yeah, the car's just kind of thrown together, just kind of there, but it's coming back, and she's gonna come back hurt some feelings.